Hello, thank you so much for taking the time to do this today. I genuinely appreciate it. We're going to be spending about like 40 minutes together, and I want to make sure that you're comfortable the whole way through. So, let me go over a few things before we start. I'll be recording this session so I can review it later. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. And I want to be really clear about something that I won't be testing you in any way. The app is what's being evaluated, so it's not going to be your skills or knowledge or anything about you personally. And there are no right or wrong answers for the questions or the tasks that we will be performing. In fact, that if something confuses you or if it doesn't work the way you expected, you can let me know, and that would be the most valuable feedback that I can get. And you're
Okay.
completely free to stop and step away at any point during this session. So, as you use the app, I'd love for you to think out loud, just narrate whatever is going through your head as you go, even if it's something very trivial or obvious. The running commentary is generally the most useful thing that I can get. And one more thing is that um yeah, I just wanted to ask you if you've used any health or wellness apps before.
Not much. I just have an Apple Watch and I use that.
Okay, great. So before we get started, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Prajay. I am a software developer, mainly backend in IDFC First Bank. I have over 2 years of work experience.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, that's it. Mm.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay. Do you currently manage any chronic health conditions?
No, nothing like that.
Okay. How would you rate yourself with, like for the comfort with tech on a scale of 1 to 5?
Uh, I rate myself a five.
Okay, that's great. So, I've shared the website link to you, and you can just open the website and share your screen.
Give me. Let me know if you can see it.
Yes, I can see this. Um,
Okay.
yeah, you can just look at it for some time and let me know if you have any thoughts. And before that, let me tell you exactly what this app is and who it's built for. So, Heal.io is a personal health tracking app designed specifically for people managing chronic illnesses, things like PCOS, diabetes, 2, and lupus, and illnesses as such. So the core problem that it solves is that most patients see their doctor for only about like maximum of like maybe 30 minutes to like 1 hour every few months. And in that short time, it's almost impossible to, accurately communicate everything that's been happening with their health between those visits. So Heal.io solves this by letting users log in their daily health data, that is their symptoms and their severity levels, like mood, energy, and sleep quality, and hours, and pain levels, and meals, and other information. So over time, the app surfaces like patterns and correlations in that data, and you'll be able to generate like this comprehensive PDF health report for any given date range, which you can take directly to your next doctor appointment. And that's what the app is about. And we will be getting started with a few tasks. And before we get started, I would like you to imagine yourself like, as a professional software tech person who's
Mm.
also diagnosed with some kind of an illness. Maybe you don't have to have something particularly in mind, but let's just assume that you have some issue, and you can expect the app to behave a certain way and give me the feedback that you have. So,
Mm.
yeah, that's about it. Do you have any other questions?
No, not really.
Okay. So we can get started with the task. So for the first task would be for you to
Mm.
register and create your own account. And you can go to the registration page and sign up. As you do, notice the form and let me know if it gives you any clear feedback or if there's any error messages, and let me know what you think about it.
Yeah. Sure. Wait one. mm, mm, is this? Okay, so firstly, as for feedback, the email column doesn't have a validation. So maybe you could add some regex validation that checks for at the rate something dot something.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That could be added. And next, the password also. It says minimum 8 characters, but I've given 6 and it doesn't throw any error. And it's
Okay.
a very basic password like 1 2 3 4 5 6. Maybe you can add uppercase, lowercase, special character, number, all that.
Okay.
And so I'll register. Okay.
Hello?
Mm, So what I'm trying to check right now, no thanks. Reload. When you're sending the password, right?
Yeah.
You should uh, encode it or encrypt it so that this cannot be like when you send it to the server, it should be encrypted. Right
Okay.
now, it's just plain text.
Okay.
Okay, and
Yeah.
maybe on the landing page,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I should probably sign out. Here,
That's
you
okay.
could
You,
add,
yeah.
yeah, you can add what the app is about, what I'm logging into, and maybe move the login and sign in buttons to the top right.
Okay, got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's one thing. Okay, great. Mm, Yeah, let's continue. What do you want me to do from here?
All right. For the next task, I would like for you to just, freely explore all the tabs. And as of now, obviously, there's no data, but you can just
Okay,
visit all the tabs and let me know if you think anything. And then the further tasks would require for you to add data. So then we can look at each tab in depth.
okay, sure. Uh, on this page, I have nothing. Everything looks perfectly aligned, and I see there are some effects when I hover on top of them.
Yeah.
Mm, Okay, do I have to click on something, or can I just
You can just go to the next tab and look at everything.
mm, analytics? Okay,
All right. That's great. Now, for the next task, we can go to the daily log tab
yeah.
and log in some details for today's date. You can pick the
Mhm.
date if it's not already chosen. And yeah, let's just assume that you've had a really rough day. So you can, maybe add all the worst possible symptoms, like a low
Okay.
mood. low energy, high pain, less sleep hours.
Mhm.
And yeah, as you do that, you can pay attention to the technical side, like form validation, response speed, and any feedback the app gives you, and let me know.
Okay. This could be of validation that you can add numbers for the meal this thing
Hmm.
and special characters. Maybe just make it accept only text
Hmm.
and I'll continue. Letting cheese, pasta, meals and doubt. Okay. Mm, Fatigue, jogging, ready, insomnia, bloating. Checking out the date picker. Maybe, oh, when I move from one date to another, did the values change for the mood? Think it did.
Yeah, yeah, it did.
Okay. So I think that could also be factored into until I change it.
Okay.
Okay. Right now, I changed the day. I'll go back to today's date. Okay. I'm going to add or save log, right?
Yeah,
Add.
you can add the meal and then save the log with the symptoms.
Oh, okay. This takes add multiple. Mm, burger, add. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it adds. Okay. Symptoms. Save. Did it save?
Yeah, it's here.
How do you know?
There was a pop-up on the top, like that appeared
Okay.
for a few seconds. Yeah.
Okay. I saved. Yeah.
All right. So, are you ready to move on to the next task, or do you have any
Hmm.
additional
What is
feedback?
this M1?
I think it's supposed to be like for 1 month one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And this looks good.
Right.
Okay, I can see a graph. Sleep is poor. Okay. Mhm. Anything else that I have to check out?
Yeah, that was all for the daily log task. The next would
Mm,
be the analytics page. You can try
okay.
changing the date range filters, but I think for
Mm,
that you might have to add another log for a
yeah,
day, another date which is outside 7 days or outside 90 days or 30 days.
yeah. Let
And
me
you can let
just
me know
quickly.
then. Yeah.
Okay. No symptoms today. Save log. Log saved. This thing. Okay.
Yeah. You can also add another one for maybe something that was a month earlier, like something a month away from today.
Okay, I'm adding one
So
for Feb as well.
yeah.
pain sleep hours 12, pain level 0. For 30 days, I don't see anything. For 90, I see logs. Yeah, and the other one was before 90 days. So maybe
So does the data feel accurate and trustworthy, or do you think there are any states that feel, are left unhandled or confusing?
no, nothing is confusing as such.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, Maybe this sleep versus pain.
Okay.
I you could add what it means, like what the poor means. Okay, good.
Okay.
You could add maybe then info icon here and then tell what this shows me.
Okay, like a better description or
Yeah,
like
and
more context to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I do not see the food that I had. Where can I check that?
That would come under your report. So when you've
Okay.
generated the report, I think everything will be mentioned there. This is just like an analytics page that is to visualize data like between your symptoms and like your severity levels.
Okay.
Yeah. If Do you have anything else about the analytics page that you want to say?
No, this looks pretty good to me.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, we can head over to the medications tab now.
If I log out and log back in, will I able to be like access this again?
Yes, you can. You can try that as well.
Hmm, let's wait. Oh, wait, let me give a wrong password. Invalid email or password. Great. Okay, this. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, if you go
this
back to your
works.
analytics page, you can see the same data again.
Hmm, okay, that's great.
Click on 90. Yeah.
Okay, medications also. Should I just add something random?
Yes, you can add, just make sure to fill in all the form fields
Mhm.
and you can save the data.
So, more. I don't know if the spelling is correct. 100
That's
mg.
okay.
The dosage 100 mg. Maybe you can add like a small button that just decides what like mg gram, what metric I can use.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I could either add this,
Right.
and now three times reminder. Will it throw me a reminder? Liquid food.
Yeah, you can click on mark as taken and see what happens.
Mhm. Not taken. Today's deactivate. What does deactivate do? Oh,
It will
just
just remove it, yeah.
okay. Good.
So yeah, that was about the medications.
Mhm.
tab. Yeah, I think we can head over to the doctor visits now and try to log in a visit.
Mm, sweet. Mm,
Yeah, you can just type the same thing. Oh yeah, that also
okay.
works.
Open follow up.
Maybe you can
I
say the
think.
doctor recommended you to exercise
Mm,
better or eat healthier or have 3 meals a day.
okay. Prescription. No.
Right. Yeah, that's
Follow
good.
up. Mhm.
What did you think about the medications and the doctor visit tabs? Do you have any feedback? Like, do you think this that both of them were convenient, and do you think they're like good features to have as a user?
Yeah, they are convenient, yes, but
Hmm.
you can notice that it takes some time to show up. A
Okay.
small loading icon or something.
Okay.
And daily log, I've logged it for what days? 19th March. Okay, great. It remembers what I've logged as well.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay, anything else that I have to check?
Yes, I would finally like you to generate a health report for the past 7 days and download as a PDF. And let me know how the flow feels, if it's like solid end to end, or if there are any points at which you felt like
Mhm.
something could have been broken or could have just gone wrong.
Okay, sure. Okay, I put 2 months and mode is 955. Averages are all correct. Key clinical insight on days with under pain drop to 1 on 10. Okay, this is good insights. How are you generating these?
This is again based on the symptoms that you've logged in and the sleep and pain correlation.
Does this use an AI or?
No, it's not used with AI. It's just formulas
Okay,
that I have given. Yeah.
okay, great. Medication adherence, days tracked, days taken, doctor visits, daily log. Okay, I see my food, that is
Yeah.
it. And uh, you notice that there is no comma or space between the two entries,
Mm-hmm.
like how you have it here. You can add that as well for meals.
Okay. Yeah.
For this part, I manually added them. That's why it's here. But these were given as separate entries.
Okay.
I see my notes are also here. Great. Download as PDF. I think the pop-up might not be seen.
Yeah, that's okay. You can just let me know what you think, if the PDF is accurate, and if you're able to save it to your
Mm.
local system.
Hmm. It it looks good, but the patient health summary, you can also maybe include when I download the PDF.
Mm-hmm.
Here it makes sense that I've logged in, so this is mine. But when I
Yeah.
download it as a PDF, the web page gets printed, and
Right.
it could have my information there because then it would they would know that this is from me.
Right, that makes sense. Yes.
Okay. Um, yeah, nothing else on the report. And you could
Okay.
also
Mm-hmm.
add reports that have already been generated. I like
Okay.
generating them again and again wouldn't make sense. You could keep them stored.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, good. Nothing else.
Okay, that's great. Then we've wrapped up all of our tasks now.
Mm,
We're almost done. However, I still have a few questions that I want to ask you. And for
yeah, sure.
each of these questions, I would like for you to give me a score from 1 to 5, where 1 is where you strongly disagree, and 5 means that you strongly agree. And then tell me
Mhm.
why you gave that score as well. So the reasoning is just as important as the number, so please don't hold back on your feedback. And I will start with the questions whenever you're ready.
Okay, you can ask them.
Yeah. So my first question is that um, the registration process was effective in helping you create an account.
Yeah, let me go to the register page. This is effective, but eventually, not right now. In the future, you could add the sign in with Google, sign in with Apple, etc., etc. That'll make it easier to sign in and not have to fill these forms.
Okay. So how would you score it?
Uh, this would be out of five, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be a 3 on 5. Um,
Okay.
you It would have been a 5 on 5 if there were validations and, like I mentioned, the easiness of registering.
Got it. Now,
Yeah.
for the next one, the registration process was intuitive and easy to complete.
Yes, it was intuitive and easy to complete. I'd give it a 5.
Okay, great. Now, the next one is that the daily log form was effective in capturing your health information.
The log form. Okay. Yes, this was effective in capturing whatever I had to capture.
And how much would you score
Mm.
that?
This I could give it a 4 on 5. The symptoms here are limited to only these, and there is no
Right.
way for me to add any other symptom.
Hmm.
And you could maybe add an others. If I choose others, a text box would appear, and I can select what I want.
Yeah.
I can type in what I want. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. For the next one, the daily log form was intuitive and easy to fill out.
Yes, it is very easy to fill out. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the sliders are smooth. I can stop at the number without having to like slowly adjust myself to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this one as well, just add and enter. You could add the validation that I mentioned on numbers and special characters.
Okay.
Notes is again fine. Yeah, everything else is good.
Great. And what would be the score for that?
This I'd give it a 4.5 or
Okay,
4.
that's great.
Yeah.
I'll take the bigger number, thank you.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. And for the next one, the analytics page gives you a useful and meaningful health insights. Would
Uh,
you? Yeah.
yes. This is useful. Maybe if I add more logs, then I could see how many times I had anxiety, cramps, or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and the averages as well for how much sleep, especially, is more important. And
Mm-hmm.
the sleep versus pain, I do not know what it indicates. So maybe you could add a description or. something.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, everything is good. And this average is the same. You repeated the info.
Okay.
Um, those, okay, yeah. Those insights that were there, maybe you could add them here because they're somewhere inside the report. Here
Yeah.
would have been better because I might not
Okay.
need the report, but I would need the insight.
Right. So what would your final score be?
This would be a 4 on 5.
Okay. Yeah. Next one is that the charts and visualizations on the analytics page were easy to understand.
The charts, yes, and visualization also, yes. 5 on 5.
Okay, great. And for the next one, the health report contained all the information that you wanted to share with a doctor.
Um, yes, it had all the information except for my name, age, and those details.
Mm-hmm.
So and I also noticed my age is not collected, which is important.
Mm-hmm.
So you could, after I sign up for the first time, not during the process, but after I sign up, I can add all the details for my age, height, weight, all that, which
Okay.
will help you generate better insights.
Right.
Also, I'd give it a 4 on 5.
Okay. Yeah. We have only three more left, so don't worry. And next one is generating and downloading the report was straightforward.
Yeah, that was straightforward. It's a 5 on 5.
Great. And the next one would be the overall app would be useful to you or someone that you know.
Yes, this would be pretty useful because people tend to forget what medications they have they taken their medications today or not. That
Mm-hmm.
is one of the most important things. When I take my supplements as well, I do not remember if I've taken it for the day or not. That
Mm-hmm.
would really help here. And even doctor visits, like what the doctor had to say, etc. I see that there are doctor visits here,
Mm-hmm.
and I can log the visit. Prescriptions, notes, everything is here, which is again detailed and helpful. The follow up includes dates that were already there. Maybe you could uh, count it from the day of the visit to the future,
Okay.
not the days before. Like I should not be able to choose any other day before the visit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
I'd give it a 5 on 5 because this is really useful.
okay. Thank you. And for the last one, overall, the app was, easy and pleasant to look at and to use.
Oh, yes, there is not too much information bombarding me at any point
Mm-hmm.
during the usage of the app, which is again good for the user experience and also very easy to navigate. But as you add more features, you just don't want them to stack on the left here. You could add a better way to visit each of the tabs.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also choose to hide this and add a hamburger icon, is, I think that is called. So when
Yeah.
I hover or click over it, it just pops out.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And what would you score the last one to be?
Yeah. 4 on 5. This moving thing is bothering me because it's moving everywhere. Maybe it could stop
Okay.
moving when I'm on a page, like after some time.
You mean the background?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. That's,
and that would make
yeah.
it yeah, faster for your app to respond as well.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that is part of the UI.
Aesthetic.
So, yeah, the
Mhm.
aesthetic.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get.
Okay, then that was the last question. Um,
Okay. Good.
this was really helpful. There was an amazing session. Your technical perspective was exactly the kind of feedback that I was looking for and I needed. So
Yeah,
I'm going to be taking all of this very seriously and updating my app, and I will be iterating it again and deploy it again, and I will let you know how that goes.
sure,
Thank
sure.
you so much for your time today. And
Thank
yeah,
you.
that would be it.
Yeah, I'll stop sharing.
Yes, I will end the session now. Thank you.
Thank you.